All right, let's go ahead and prep for our beef and black bean sweet chili. I start off by chopping one onion. We're going to cut that medium dice. All right, and then I'm gonna cut one green pepper. I would have added two, but I only had one. This is also where you can add jalapeno or any yellow, orange, or red peppers if you'd like. Medium dice as well. All right, now we're gonna add a little oil to a preheated pot. We're gonna go ahead and saute those peppers and onions until they're translucent. After a few minutes of cooking those peppers and onions, I go ahead and add 2 spoons of minced garlic. I have jarred garlic. You can use fresh, you can use powder, whatever you like. You're gonna go ahead and cook that down also for a couple more minutes here. So after a few minutes of that, we're going to go ahead and put in about 3 pounds of ground beef. I usually buy the big packs at BJ's and I split it in half. So this is about 2.5 to 3 pounds of that. I go ahead and put that in the middle, and then I'm going to go and blend all this together, chop that meat down and get this all blended. So right before the meat is fully cooked, I like to add about 1/2 cup of dark chili powder. I also sprinkle in a little bit of cumin. Be very careful with this spice. It is very strong. If you put too much, it can be a little overpowering. Then your whole house is going to smell like armpits. It's just, yeah, use this very scarcely, but it is a good spice. I also add a little bit of salt here, and then we're going to go ahead and cook the meat down. So now that everything is nicely blended and cooked, I'm going to go ahead and add our 3 cans of black beans. You can use kidney beans, you can use pink beans, you can use any beans. You can even use garbanzo beans. There's people even mix beans and call it a 3-bean chili. So this is where you put the beans. I personally like to put about 1 can to a pound of meat. You could put more or you could put less. So here I'm putting a mixture of beef stock and tomato paste. I put it in a blender, made about 4 to 5 cups of this mixture, and that's what I'm going to use as my base. You can also use canned tomatoes, chili sauce, many different tomato products that can be used. I also like to add ketchup. It gives it the sweetness, especially for sweet chili, that I like, and the acidity, because it does have a little vinegar in it. Some people like to add a splash of vinegar. I don't. I think what's in the ketchup is enough for me. But I do add 2 more spoons of brown sugar. I feel like the brown sugar balances out the spicy and the acidity from the ketchup. You got to be careful not to put too much ketchup, because then I'll have that ketchupy taste. And yeah, we don't want that. So here I'm adding the 2 spoons of sugar, and I stir that in. So pretty much this is like the end for me for the spices. You can go ahead and add smoked paprika, cayenne pepper. I've seen people add oregano. This is all a personal preference. For me, that was it. I let that simmer for about 2 hours. I think an hour and a half would have been enough, but I let that cook just a little bit more. As this cools down, it will thicken. So here it's been about 2 hours. It's super, super hot, boiling hot. So I go ahead and turn everything off. I stir everything up, and then I let that sit. Also, I added a little salt and pepper at the end. I felt it still a little needed more. But that is the taste. Always check it at the end. I try not to put too much salt or any salt at the beginning and let the natural flavors come out. And then at the end, if it needs to be enhanced with a little salt, you do so. And there you go. This is the chili. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and plate now. We're gonna put a couple scoops of rice. The chili has been sitting about 40 minutes at this point. So you're gonna see how nice and thick everything is. It's delicious, still nice and hot. Look at that, delicious. Sprinkle a little cheese on there. And of course, you can't go wrong with a dollop of Daisy sour cream, delicious. All right, well, this is my beef and black bean chili. Thank you.